Hey guys, welcome to the Cheap Old Cars and Audio YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over this car back here. Let's just take a look at it. This is a 2004 Azure Blue Mach 1, and it's an auto. Now most people are not going to like that. There's a lot of people that say, hey, you got to have a manual or nothing. But I'll tell you something, this one is my wife's car. She can't drive stick due to a bad knee, so we got an auto. So I had a dark shadow gray Mach 1 at one point, and it was a 5-speed. Fun car. It had some mods and it was pretty quick. Ended up selling it. I didn't really like the color. I mean, I liked it, but I wanted Azure Blue. And so eventually later on, I'm wanting another one, and my wife wants a V8 Mustang because she has her red V6 that we've had forever. And so we said, hey, let's get one more, let's compromise. I want blue, she's good with the blue too, so we got auto. I got a blue Mach 1, she has an auto V8. We're good to go. Compromise is a good thing. So I got online and I said, hey guys, I'm looking for specifically a 2004 auto Mach. Okay, Azure Blue, that's what I want. We want 04 for the 9 thread heads for the spark plugs so they don't blow out. And my wife also liked the 40th anniversary badges there. So I expected this to be a tough car to find. There were, I think, 135 of these made. I expected it to be very tough. Turns out it wasn't. There was one about 2 hours from me, but that guy wouldn't reply. And then another guy out in New Mexico. I'm in Arkansas. The guy in New Mexico replied and said, hey, I've got one. It's been repainted. It's not the best thing ever, but it's in pretty good shape. I'll make you a good deal on it. He and I worked out a deal. I drove out to New Mexico, got it, come back. So it didn't have the stripes on it. I put the stripes back on, and it had factory wheels. So these are from LMR. They're the SVE 18s. They're staggered. I think they look great with that big rear lip. The engine is stock. It is repainted because, you know, out in New Mexico forever that cooked the paint. See if we can get in here. This door's locked, of course. Let's step around here to the other side. I did this Mach 1 panel on it as well. I like that honeycomb panel. The interior is in pretty good shape. The car has right at 90,000 miles on it. And so these kind of, you know, leather issues at 90,000 miles is pretty typical. That seat over there actually has some big tears in it. The seams ripped. Here's a cool thing. The car came with new leather. So I've got foam and leather for front seats, and then just the back seat, just bare leather. But I've got ones that came out of like a 40,000 mile car that the previous owner had purchased. So that's awesome. I just got to put them in here at some point, and I will soon. The bottom is, or the top's not too hard. The bottom, I need to get some hog ring pliers and the hog ring clips, and then just do it. So it's not going to be bad. This does have the cast crank, and so you have a 6,000 RPM red line. This has close to 7,000 in the manual cars. And there's the auto shifter. And this has the interior upgrade package. So we have the silver center stack, the bigger headrests, and then the silver lock knobs out here, as well as the silver pedals. Now here's something you might not see very often. A lot of times in Bullets and Mach 1s, you'll see the 3 pedals, but this one actually has just the 2 pedals with those upgraded pedal covers on them. Yeah, let's take a look at the engine. I'll talk about the stands here in a sec too. And the paint's in pretty good shape. It's not quite as shiny as a factory paint job would be. I'm gonna have to pull this scoop off and repaint it. We got some issues right here. Not a big deal though, I can paint, so. And this color being, oh my goodness, since the last time I looked at the car, we've got some clear coat peeling off of the headlights. I'll have to fix that too. That's how it goes with old cars. Let's get this hood up. Not super clean under here. I've worked on it some, and so like the Mach 1s, Bullets, and Cobras would have a clear coated engine bay, and as you can see there's some fading happening here. So there's more work to do under the hood on this one. We've taken this car to some shows, but we kind of left it hood down. You know, the bare aluminum valve covers on the 04 don't look that great, and then it's a little dirty. So this one's got some more work on getting it cleaned up, but just part of it. I did the hood stripes and all that. That was pretty fun to do. I've done the big Trans Am hood bird stripe, the hood bird on a 77 Trans Am I had, so this was nothing compared to that. Looks like this guy's fading out a little bit. I've got some extra ones of those. So I need to sand and re-clear coat the headlights. I'll probably paint that one. I really like the SEM trim black paint. I know that people say, hey, it's plastic, it's, you know, just hit it with some heat or different chemicals or whatever, but I really like the SEM trim paint. I actually did this shaker with that paint, and it's a little dirty. It is. It'll clean and look better than that, but it looks really good, and it's holding up to UV really well. What size tires we got on this? This is the Sumitomo cheaper tires. It was what what was available when we bought these 18s. So 265, 35, 18. And I think this is a 285 back here. Yeah, 285, 35, 18. It's a good looking car though. Let's hop in, start it up, and hear what it sounds like. I don't remember what mufflers are on it, but it does have a bit of a different exhaust. I think they just replaced the mufflers instead of doing a catback. Whew. It's warm in here. Get that fan turned down a little bit. The radio doesn't come on because, hey, we don't want copyright strike stuff. It did have this radio installed in it. It's a Boss. I don't know really much about this one, but it has Apple CarPlay, which is hooked in through that little guy there, and that it works pretty well. I enjoy that. All right, this is not warm, so I'm not going to rev it to the moon, but let's give it a little rev and you should be able to hear it. It takes forever to drop back down to idle. It's just how that emission stuff is. But yeah, this is a nice car. It does have a vibration that I need to work on. I really think it's a exhaust hanger that is kind of giving way, and it's rubbing against the metal on metal. It only happens kind of like when you accelerate, you hear kind of a reverberation through the cabin, and then sometimes when you're on the interstate and like you slow down some, you feel this kind of vibration under the car. It's weird. It might be a drive shaft U-joint going out, or I really think it's an exhaust hanger. So probably this week sometime I'm going to get it up on my jack stands and see what I can find. But yeah, it's a nice car. Really rare too, if you care about such things, being that it's an auto. And I will say one more thing before we cut this off here. With the wheels and tires, the stripes, the car, everything. I think I have, let me not lie here. I think I have 11.5 in this car. That's really not bad for a 300 horse. It's a great cruiser. Like, you know, it's auto, so you're not really going to do any super fun stuff with it that you could do with a manual. But with the 18s and stripes that I put on and everything, yeah, I ride about 11.5 in this car, and really that's not bad for what it is. You can't get a whole bunch for $11,000 these days. Everything is so expensive. And then the next video, we'll go over the green Bullet up there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to the Cheap Old Cars and Audio. We'll take this one for a drive soon, and we'll review that one, take it for a drive, and then I'll review our red V6 and take it for a drive.